Yo, welcome back to the Wacky Show. Today we're going to be watching 6 most disturbing abandoned building encounters caught on camera. This was heavily requested by you guys for I'm not even sure what reason. I don't really like scary stuff. I'm pretty easily scared actually by pretty much almost anything. I'm like the dude from that Tomorrow's Teaching video where his girlfriend pulled up on him and then he got scared and threw the drink everywhere. But I'm gonna be honest, it's a long ass video and this video is probably long as shit, so I'm gonna just get right into it. Also, I forgot to mention, since this is like a 20-minute video, I will be playing these clips in like 1.5 times speed or 2 times speed, whichever I decide to do and doesn't look the wackiest.
In March 2022, Jared uploaded a video where he explored an abandoned dog treat manufacturing factory in Wichita, Kansas. For the first few minutes of the video, the exploration is pretty uneventful, and except for the usual couple of strange thuds and bangs that can be heard nearby, it seems like Jared's alone. Even though it's relatively common for homeless people to hide out in abandoned buildings, it doesn't seem like anyone was squatting in the factory that day. After exploring the multiple floors of the building in detail, Jared looks out the window and sees a red car pulling up to the factory and start making its way through the gates.
He's gonna go around where I can't see him. I really do gotta get out of here now. I don't like that.
After it becomes obvious that the man in the red car has plans to enter the factory, Jared does the only reasonable thing in a situation like that and tries to find a way out of the building without being noticed. Unfortunately, the car goes around the building and out of his field of vision, which means that by the time the car is parked in front of the factory, the man could be anywhere.
Oh god. Someone's right out there. What do? I can tell what he was holding.
The man can be seen walking through the woods toward the front entrance of the factory. To make matters much worse, it appears as though the man has something in his hands, and from a distance, it's impossible to tell whether it's something as simple as a flashlight or a potential weapon.
Oh my god. Was that a gun?
Right off the bat, I do want to say that I'm always skeptical of these, oh, I found this in this spot and it was so creepy. I'm usually like pretty skeptical of these videos because I feel like just 90% of them are just fake and staged. But yeah, we got a guy here. He goes through an abandoned dog treat factory for whatever fucking reason. And then some mysterious man, and I think that's a red Kia, decides to pull up and start doing wacky stuff. Yeah, it gets pretty creepy and weird pretty fast. I can't even lie. He just like comes up to the building and I guess either shoots off a gun or bangs a metal pipe against the building. I'm not even really too sure.
I think it was. He had something in his hand too. It must have been a gun.
Over the next few minutes, Jared does his best to find a way out undetected, which is much easier said than done when you have no idea where a potentially armed man who probably knows the layout of the building much better than you do is hiding. And just when it seemed like Jared was going to make it out undetected, this happens.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it's just me. You scared me to death.
Okay, get over there now.
What?
Sit down. Need the handcuffs.
Huh?
Put them on. Got it?
Okay.
You like put them on, you can put them on. Take your pick.
I've never put on handcuffs before.
Here, put them on each side. How's that? Put them in front of you. That way you carry them in front, okay?
What's gonna happen?
What's going to happen is the police is going to come, and then you take your name and they'll get you for criminal trespassing. It's nothing these days. It's a lot better than me shooting you, isn't it?
Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
What'd you shoot at?
Shoot it. See people I shoot at. If they run, you shoot. There you go.
So this dude wanted all the smoke. I guess he's like maybe some property protector. How did he even know that someone was there though? Bro genuinely got the fucking eye of Agamotto, like just knew that he was there somehow and then decided to waste ammo, I guess? I don't know, this is starting to turn a little bit more wacky than scary. And then the part about the handcuffs, that's so weird. Like normally you wouldn't, like what is a citizen's arrest? But I don't know, if he is some type of like security guard, he might just possibly have access to like do shit like that or like permission, I guess.
And the man orders Jared to get into his car, and at that point, Jared doesn't really have a choice.
What we're going to do is we'll throw your camera and your bag in the trunk, okay? I'll put my gun in there too. All right? We'll get in a little red car, drive up here, set everything out, police will come, they'll ask you for your driver's license, and they'll give you a little ticket.
Although Jared didn't record the part where he got into the car out of fear that the man would freak out if he realized he was being recorded, the YouTuber later explained that the cops took an hour and a half to get there. Disturbingly, when the cops finally arrived and while they were all talking, they saw 2 kids go up to the factory the same way Jared had, at which point the man looked the cops dead in the eye and said that if he saw the kids inside the factory, he was going to shoot them. Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened. As Jared was being taken to the police station for trespassing, the cops got a report that 2 kids had been shot at the factory. Thankfully, it turned out that the man was bluffing with his weapon, which was only loaded with non-lethal pellets. But still, the kids had to be taken to the hospital to be treated for their wounds.
I mean, yeah, his gun wasn't loaded with lethal rounds or anything, but he definitely did shoot them almost immediately, it seems like. So this guy definitely just wasn't bluffing at all. We still have yet to even know who this guy is and why he's so bold when it came to telling the police straight up to their face, yeah, if there's anyone in there, I'm just gonna pull the trigger. I hope you don't mind. Like he's Deadpool or something.
During the investigation, the man was identified as 62-year-old Ken Thomas, and even after shooting at the 2 kids, he was only sentenced to 2 years probation. Since that day, Jared hasn't gone back to the abandoned factory again.
Yeah, I would hope Jared from Subway would not go back to that factory again, seeing as it only leads to him, I guess, getting shot. Also, along with me speeding up the footage, I've also cut out a decent bit of this because, again, it's like a 20-minute video. I don't feel like being here for 40 minutes just wasting y'all time and just basically stealing their video, so yeah.
In 2019, a group of 5 real estate investors walked into a distressed property in the Angora neighborhood of Southwest Philadelphia. The visit to the distressed house started out pretty ordinarily, but a few minutes in, just as one of the investors was about to walk up the staircase leading to the second floor, they noticed something extremely disturbing.
Look, the nail knife system. Oh my god. Yeah, that kills somebody. What's there? The knife. Right there, right there. You see the wire? You don't see the knife up there? Right here. You see this wire going over here? It's going right to your heart. It's on a crutch with a knife.
Based on what the investors are saying, there appears to be some sort of booby trap system built into the staircase. Had any of them followed through with walking up the staircase, a seemingly innocent house walkthrough could have turned bad very quickly.
Alright, these ain't too bad. I'm thinking this is gonna be like some crazy shit where we genuinely just watch somebody get their fucking skin peeled off. It's just like really weird, creepy situations. To address the elephant in the room though, why is this abandoned building booby trap? Like, I get it, there's squatters, you know, if you don't know what a squatter is, I'll just explain really quickly. It's just someone who finds like an abandoned building or a building that no one is using and they just kind of live there. So let's say it was squatters living in this house or whatever. Why would they want to kill somebody? Like, setting a booby trap, that's I guess one thing, but making it lethal is another. I don't know, that just seems kind of wild. Like, what would be the even purpose for that? Like, what are y'all having, like 1v1s on who can take the house first? Also, I think it goes without saying, but at this point I'm kind of fully invested, and I'm not gonna lie, this doesn't really seem like anything that could be staged, especially with the police report and news article from the last clip.
After analyzing the booby trap for a few minutes, they decided to activate it to see what would have happened to the investor if he had continued climbing the flight of stairs.
You got it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh! Look at that. Yeah, that killed you right. Hey, look at it. Got it right. No, hold on. You need to stop more. You need to step off. Yeah, I got you right. Oh my god, right in his head.
Disturbingly, the knife comes down right at the level of the investor's neck as soon as the wire is activated.
This is almost on the same level as Light Yagami when he booby-trapped his desk with the death note, and like anyone that wasn't him that tried to get it open or whatever, it would just blow up the fucking house. Like, just an absolute unnecessary amount in like use of time and brain power for a trap. Like, I'll see how fast it flung down, and it's exactly at like eye level, if not eye level, like neck level. For the dude that was going up the stairs after the trap activated, genuinely, dude has to have the biggest balls ever. I would literally just straight up fucking run. I'm not interacting with this building at all after seeing some shit like that. Little do I know there's somebody on the top of the stairs ready to shoot fucking, I don't know, horse tranquilizer at me. That's probably where they host the Diddy parties.
About 25 minutes into the visit, as Matt and Andy are sorting through dozens of history books lying around the house, this happens.
And then why's that got a lock on it there for a bathroom cabinet? That makes no sense. Oh, hey, you're just causing so much bother. Do you hear that? Someone's just run down the stairs. Hello? 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 Hello?
So they're investigating a room and find a cabinet with a lock on it. Number one, that's literally just straight up weird on its own. And they even said that in the video. Why the fuck is there a lock on the bathroom cabinet? Would it like, the only thing I can think of is maybe they had a kid that just really loved cabinets and they had something crazy in there, so they had to lock it, I guess. I don't know. The crazier part is when they hear footsteps running down the stairs. I didn't hear that, but I'm not there exploring the abandoned building or house or whatever, so I can't say for certain. But from looking at the dog's actions, how it just kind of immediately left the room to go check the surrounding area, I can only assume that the dog even heard something. I ain't gonna say for certain whether it's a person or not, but the dog definitely sensed somebody.
We're not secure. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to hurt you. We're urban explorers. Just having a look round. Hello? I'm going to have to watch your back. That was definitely somebody running down the stairs. 100% that was someone running down the stairs.
Pretty much as soon as they go up to the second floor bedroom, they hear what sounds like someone or something running down the stairs. It's pretty disturbing to think that someone could have been watching them the whole time, but despite their best efforts, they weren't able to find whoever it was. That's when they decided to review the GoPro footage on their dog Bear to see if it showed anything. And a bit before they heard footsteps running down the stairs, his camera caught this.
Now again, I'm just a little skeptical, because why the fuck is there somebody just hiding under the bed? Like, is that just not one of the other dudes? But I don't think any of them had those clothes on. And again, it just really wouldn't even make sense to like just stage some shit like this. And that paired with the dog's reaction leads me to believe that this is just literally a random squatter, I guess. No matter what though, that's still just creepy as shit.
Disturbingly, there was someone hiding under the bed in the second floor bedroom. Even though it's hard to see everything clearly with the dog footage, it's pretty obvious that it was a person hiding under the bed. After the encounter, Matt and Andy continued exploring the house for another 20 minutes, and they confessed to feeling pretty on edge after leaving. To this day, they still don't know who was hiding under the bed. It's pretty likely that the guy under the bed was just a squatter who was probably more scared of them and left the house in a hurry to get some privacy, but still, it must have been incredibly chilling to review the footage and realize they were never alone.
Just put on my tinfoil hat theory here, just to theorize real quick, no game theory. Maybe it could have possibly been one of the dudes. They took their like black hoodie off and just hid under the bed. But again, I just really don't understand why you would even do that. And considering that most of these channels this guy is going over, like they do this shit genuinely for a living, if not a living, like a side hobby or whatever, it just really doesn't make sense for them to fake some shit like this. I don't know, I'm always just super skeptical of almost anything I see online, because most of it's just either AI or like just straight up staged and fake.
Exploration Unknown is a YouTube channel owned by a guy named John who's uploaded countless videos of his urban exploration since 2016. In March 2019, John and another YouTuber explored an abandoned house where a woman had reportedly taken her life years after the death of her child. Just a few minutes into the video, it becomes pretty clear that the structure of the building is extremely unstable.
That floor is gone right there. That's a deep drop. These floors are not very stable.
Here?
Yeah. You guys check out that fireplace.
If that falls, dude, I don't know what it's going to do to the rest of this house.
Yeah, I know, because that's a load-bearing wall out there.
That's going to be a lot of weight to hit this floor. I'm really nervous about that right there.
Yeah, and look at the
We
ceiling.
need to get out of here before that happens.
When it comes to urbex, a lot of people will talk about the risks of running into a hostile squatter, a rabid stray dog, or the cops. But one of the biggest risks when exploring unstable structures like these is falling through the floor or having the entire building collapse on you, leaving you trapped under tons and tons of rubble.
I don't really have anything insightful to say other than to the people that go out to these like abandoned places and just like kind of look around. I just, like I said, crazy balls on y'all, because I would not be doing this. Because like he said, you could literally run into anything from a hostile squatter to a rabid dog to like just an ex-convict or something. Or you can just straight up fall through the fucking floor like that one dude from the meme where he was like, hey, Bobby. Oh, hi, Johnny, or whatever it was.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Billy.
You could also just catch like some crazy disease or cold or something just by being in these areas. And if nothing else, you could be stepping onto a crime scene and then boom, now you're getting investigated for a crime you never committed because you want to do a wacky YouTube video. So like I said, hats off to these dudes. I would not be risking my life for this.
Before John and Tim even get the chance to explore the rest of the house, something pretty scary that serves as a reminder of the dangers of urban exploration happens to John.
All right, guys, I think we decided to chance it. What do you think, Tim? Think we talked about it?
It hasn't moved anymore.
Let's just stay away from that area?
Yes.
Let's go back here to the room where the wife. You didn't fall through the floor, did you?
No, but it cracked a little.
Oh, man, there's a crib in here. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah. Well, I just fell through the floor. Ow, God.
You alright, man?
Oh,
We need to go.
We gotta get out of here.
By the time John realized the floor was cracking, it was already too late. Luckily, he was able to shift all his weight onto his other leg before he fell entirely through. Otherwise, he would have plummeted at least 10 feet into the basement below. Obviously, after that close call, the pair of explorers decided to call it a night and carefully treaded their way out of the house and back to the car.
And then boom, he would have ended up on a fucking t-shirt trying to explore an abandoned building. And that's a sizable hole. The narrator says he could have fell through. I'm not going to be like fat phobic or anything, but these dudes seem pretty big. I don't really think he would have fit through that hole, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know. Even then though, even if he couldn't fit through the hole, I'm pretty sure like the weight of him just like falling would have been enough for the entire floor to just cave in, and then he would have probably plummeted 10 feet into the basement and then just flatlined. But since they wasn't trying to get packed up like Jackie from Cyberpunk, they decided to flee the scene, rightfully so.
Urbex is a channel dedicated 100% to urban exploration, and even though it's only been active for a little over a year, it's already grown to over 350,000 subscribers. In January 2024, a video was uploaded to the channel featuring two young urban explorers visiting an abandoned high school. From my research, the school that was featured in the video was William A. Wirt High School in Gary, Indiana, located less than a mile from Lake Michigan. Even though the abandoned building is in absolutely terrible condition in the footage, it's still clear that back in the day it was probably a nice school. Out of the entire school, the auditorium seems to be in the best condition, with the bright red seats serving as a nostalgic reminder of what the school used to look like before it was closed. As the teens are walking through the aisles, they catch a glimpse of a man holding a metal pipe staring them down near the auditorium entrance.
Looks like some kids got in here and were throwing some stuff in the balcony area. Oh, hey, what's up, man? You want to get out of here? Hey, we'll leave, bro. We'll leave, all right? Come on.
Y'all let me know if y'all seen a dude holding anything, because I didn't see a damn thing. I'm also watching it through my editing program though, so I mean, you know, I'll cut them some slack. I can say the one thing I do like about these, you know, urban exploration channels is that as soon as they see even anything that reminds them of a modicum of I don't think I use that word right, but a modicum of danger, they just sprint. And I ain't talking about the phone carrier.
Scout, I need to go this way. You sure?
The man with the pipe started chasing them out of the building, but stopped when they got outside. It's pretty disturbing how the guy never even speaks to the teenagers. He just starts chasing them with a metal pipe that he probably plans to use as a makeshift weapon. When this kind of stuff happens, you really have to put yourself in the shoes of everyone involved. I mean, the guy who chased them out, like usual, was probably a homeless guy who had been squatting at the school for a while. Through his eyes, the abandoned, decrepit building is his home, and having two teenagers come in unannounced to disturb your peace when you have nowhere else to go must be pretty irritating.
I get that, you know, for a squatter or whoever's just deciding to camp down in this, that's a weird way to put it, but whatever. For anyone that's like trying to camp down in this building, like I get it, you know, that's their like home, I guess, in quotations. But even then, like surely you have the common sense to realize, hey, this is an abandoned building. I'm not even really supposed to be here. And pretty much almost anybody can come here if they really, really want to. They'll be breaking the law. But at that point, whoever's in the building already broke a law. They really don't give a fuck. Like I get being scared, but I don't understand the immediate want to just attack somebody. And the crazy part is most of these people like let them know, hey, I'm not like police. I'm not SWAT. I'm not trying to get you out of here or anything. I'm just looking around. Like most of these people let them know that they're not a threat and they still just get chased anyways. Like it's a fucking Five Nights at Freddy jump scare. I'm not really mad at anybody. I'm just saying that that's like just such a weird thing to come to. Like, oh, I need to get these people out of here now.
In September 2020, John and Tim from Exploration Unknown uploaded a video where they documented their visit to an abandoned altar in the middle of the woods. From the very start of the visit, some red flags came up that John and Tim should probably have taken as invitations to leave.
It's supposed to be public land.
This is private property, bro.
Well, maybe it's like this over here, somebody's private property. And I know this over here should be like public land.
After seeing the sign, it's unclear if the two explorers are on a private or a public road. But a couple of minutes later, after following the directions they were given, they got their answer.
I saw something behind you.
Okay, I know I'm supposed to be real invested, real serious, but come on, Kill Your Light Dookie. Is that really what this just said? Dookie. So that's the name you're going by, Dookie. Anyways, they're going to an altar like the narrator said, just for whatever reason, exploring an abandoned altar in the middle of the woods. I would never do that at all. I wouldn't do any of this, but especially that. And then I thought that this was their car, but I guess it's not, considering he's spamming, it's a car, it's a car. My only real question is that did they not see the car when they were walking up, or were they walking a different direction? Because I can't really tell. It seems as if the way they were walking, the car was just trailing behind them. And if that is the case, like I said, did they not see the car? A lot of these clips are more confusing than creepy or scary or like startling or whatever word you want to put on it.
Scar. Shh. Bad. They were waiting. Right here. Shh. Get down. Oh god, we gotta get here. You shut the engine off. Oh god, they're getting out.
Hey, I think your damn lights are fair.
Oh god.
Get off my property.
He's got a gun. We gotta get here. We gotta get out of here.
There's no like wacky spin I can put on this or anything. This is just straight up scary. Imagine you're just, you know, wandering the woods with your friend trying to like either get some clips or just like explore something, just doing something random or wacky. And then a car pulls up on you. I seen your lights. Get off my property. I've never played Resident Evil, but if I did play Resident Evil, this genuinely seems like the intro to one of their games.
We gotta get out of here. Okay. Go. Oh god. Jim, you okay? Get up. Are you good? Oh god, run. Okay.
After getting out of his car, a man who we can reasonably assume to be the property owner points his gun at the uploader and his friend and tells them to get off his property. This is one of those situations that you just never want to be in, because on the one hand, if you yell something out to try to calm the guy down, you signal your location to someone with a deadly weapon who may or may not be in his right mind. But on the other hand, if you don't signal your location, the property owner might feel threatened. As they were running out of the woods, the man shot at them, and initially it looked like Tim fell to the ground from being shot at. But it seems like he just tripped either by something on the ground or by being startled by the sound of the gunshot. Fortunately, Tim and John were able to get out of those woods unscathed, and they never went back again.
Yeah, so after that, they get shot at multiple times, and we can only hope that this guy was as nice as the dude from the first clip with, you know, non-lethal rounds and everything. All I know is he definitely was way more unhinged than the other guy. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this here video. Pretty wacky, pretty spooky, nothing like crazy that I imagined, at least. If y'all want more content like this, just drop a comment below about what video you want me to react to next, or whatever type of video you want me to do next, whether that's commentary, gameplay, whatever the fuck. I'm pretty much just doing whatever I want now. But yeah, I seen you getting scared while you was eating your popcorn. Can I have some popcorn? Fuck you, I don't even like popcorn anyway. But since I seen you getting scared, you might as well make that big red button or big gray button, sub to the channel where you can stay up to date on the newest and scariest shit. Other than that, I'll see you bladers in the next episode. Bye bye. What's good? Welcome back to a special little outro. Hope you enjoyed the video. I assume you did. Just right to a special little outro. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked the video, don't even think about disliking the video. You can't, man, Ray. But yeah, if you want more me, more wacky, go to my Twitch. That's twitch.tv/JoshVHS. Again, with this Evan vlog, I can only say it so many times. Our schedules have to match up for us to be able to do anything. And as of right now, Evan just does not like responding to my text or calls. So it's all on him at this point. I can't do nothing. All I can do right now is just ask him when he's free and keep asking until I get a response. Other than that, that's all in his hands. I gave y'all his Instagram go spam him, let him know y'all want the video, let him know. I'm ready whenever. But yeah, other than that, no real announcements other than bladers. Thank you for your time, and remember to let it rip.
Come alive.